Hey everybody, guess who's back and probably badly lit with the kitchen light? PM Kester here with How to Take a Break, and today I am talking about three topics. Three topics. Let me look my sticky note: empty nesting, motherhood, and moving forward. I am so happy to be back on camera talking to you. Life has been so busy, so busy. I'm so tired. If you're tired, give this video a thumbs up. But also get a pencil, get some paper, or just go get a drink so you can just settle in and watch and provide some comments to my commentary. Because, child, we ready to yap while I clean. All right. So, housekeeping. Thank you for sticking in here with me while I deal with life. Life has been kicking my butt for the past couple of months. Work has been busy. Life has been busy. It's like I moved over the summer and life got even busier, and I didn't think that was going to be possible. But boom. Um, I literally have 4 or 5 episodes for videos for how to take a break outlined in my phone. But I've just been so tired. So I'm happy to get on here to try to do something for you guys tonight. Y'all, I know this is so bright behind me. Let's see if I can adjust. All right. I think I like that a little bit better. Okay. So today we're going to talk a little bit about empty nesting, motherhood, moving forward. I think they all kind of go along the same lines of what we're going to be chatting about today. I'm also going to try to clean before I go to bed every night, y'all. Every night. But empty nesting, there is a video I have been fighting with Canva to try to upload. If you follow me on Instagram, I started something called A Day in the Life of an Empty Nester and an Author because shameless plug, I have a book out. It's called Cycles. You can get the ebook pretty much anywhere that books are sold. But I am getting ready to drop a pre-order link in the next week because the paperback and the hardcover are coming out. So appreciate your support. If you don't like ebooks and you were waiting for a paperback of this Black woman-led science fiction thriller novel, I swear you would like it. You will like it. Paperback is coming out and it's just a great read. It's a quick read. So dealing with that, I talk about a little bit of writing and things like that on this new series on Instagram. This video that I'm struggling to get out there actually documents like a day in the life of recently when I took my youngest daughter to see 2 colleges that was on her list. It definitely became super evident in that moment as I'm with her and we're on the train from DC to New York and she's working on college essays that like, this is it, right? This time next year, she will be in college and my nest will be empty. I do not feel tears, and I feel like everyone wants me to cry. And I feel like I've talked about this on an empty nester video. And it's getting to a point where it's aggravating me now because people keep pushing this narrative on me, right? I even mentioned it to a couple of people that my plan is to move when my youngest daughter goes to college. Both of my kids know this. This has not been a secret. This is one of the conditions of my job, that I would move to be closer, well, in the same city that the office is in. This is just a kindness they were doing to me, and I was appreciative because they knew I had a kid that was graduating high school soon. So appreciative of that. But also, I've been looking forward to moving, right? Because it's part of me moving forward with my life. And not to say that, it's a bad thing that I had kids, but I never had like the empty apartment 20s that a lot of people had. I was pregnant very young. I got pregnant with my first kid when I was in college. And from then, they're married at 24, then pregnant with my second kid. So my life, adult life, really has been all motherhood. So I'm looking forward to having like an apartment with just me to come home to, me to just cook for. No getting up to pick up somebody from the band field trip in the middle of the night, or making sure somebody's up and ready to go to school and things of that nature. I'm actually excited about it. And I'm not sad about my youngest leaving. I'm excited for her, especially with like all these opportunities that she's having with a choice for college. Like, my goodness. So much more has been available to both of my kids than it was available for me. So I'm so proud of them for having these opportunities. And I also know that I'm going to hear from my kids. My children are not dying. They went to school. Like, my oldest daughter is like married with a kid now. She literally called me like a month ago and had me helping her plan dinners for the week. She randomly messages me and asks me questions like, hey, so my W-2 form, blah, 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 which is funny. I just saw like a funny meme about that. And I was like, oh, that's my oldest daughter. My youngest daughter, I could barely get through my electrolysis appointment today without her calling me, asking me something that she literally could have called and asked her dad. And I say all that to say, I know that although my nest is going to be empty, my children, the phone number is not changing. If I was to change my phone number, my kids really would show out. But we're going to be in contact. They're going to come see me at the new place. The youngest will be coming home to wherever I move, right? When she's home from college. So it's crazy to me that these emotions and things get looped upon women, because I even asked my ex-husband, and no one is saying the types of things to him that they're saying to me. No one's going like, if he wants to move or anything like that, no one's going, what about your children? Or why don't you consider that? No one's doing that to him, but I have been getting a lot of that, and it is really aggravating. My goodness, I even had like a doctor ask me that, and I'm just like, girl, chill, hush up. And I really do think it's rooted in people feeling like women are just here strictly to mother. Like, they want us to take care of something. I've even had it come up with me dating, and people going, oh, well, are you gonna be willing to like adopt it, even if you don't want to have a child? I don't want to have a child, but people find ways to try to like inch that into the conversation. Maybe you two could like adopt a dog together. Why are we so adamant to have women taking care of something? Something. And I know it has to be some scientific thing. You know what? Pause video. I'm going to find it. Okay, so I knew I was right. Psychology Today always has the articles and the concepts and things I'm looking for. The article one of the particular articles I found, because there was actually like several, a woman's right to have needs, the next revolution. Um, and this is what jumped out at me immediately. What remains a challenge for so many women, even those of us who are truly empowered and adept at taking care of ourselves, is still to ask for what we need when our need is contrary to what another might want. And part of it lies in when we do ask for what we want, or we tell somebody what we want, what we need, we are seen as a problem. And I really do feel like that's what happens, especially it's happening to me right now in this realm of becoming an empty nester and being firm about, I want to move. I want to move forward in a certain direction with my life. And it's being seen as a problem. Has not been voiced by a problem by my children, but from outsiders, is being seen as a problem. And I think it's because it goes against a social mores, right? Of sitting back, being the caretaker, not addressing my needs, putting my needs last, and always thinking of someone else first. Let me know your thoughts. This was just a quick check-in. Hopefully more to come. But let me know how you're doing. If you're, especially if you're a single mom who will be empty nesting, let me know how your experience was. Did you have some similarities? Sound off. Let me know. Until next time, find a little time to take a break.